Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Today we'll be checking out Rhox. I'm going to check him and see if he can actually help us with Gear Raid 2. We're going to go over his kit, his skills, his talents, anything he's got going on, his awakenings and everything. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so we have Rhox here. I did summon him pretty early, pretty much the weekend he was released. And of course, with this account, I just had so many epic soul stones. So I just like immediately awakened him to level 5 without really thinking about it. I could go on the test server to show him differently, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. Most of us, if we really want to, can awaken him higher. And for what I want to showcase him for today, his awakenings are going to make a difference. Alright, so first off, he is of the North Throne faction, so he is a defender. He's going to be getting shields from his lords that are going to be supporting him. They have the ability to increase attributes by 10 to 15%, whether or not they're legendary or epic, and periodically grants all faction team members a shield. And we also have the same thing here as well with Elder, and the attack of shielded faction team members is increased by 20. That's not going to help him. And this one has, with King Har's, is defense is increased by 20%. This would be more ideal for him. As far as the epics go, they're just going to offer that shield and the 10% increased attributes. This is a very defensive faction, so getting those shields is definitely going to help, considering the nature of his kit. Now, he is a defender, so of course, he's going to have high HP is going to be your goal. We'll go over that a little bit. He has durability, high block. He has the ability to increase his block, and team protection, so offering some kind of vulnerability protection to the allies around him. So, onto the attributes here. We have 696 HP. We have 2460 attack. Defense is at 3300. Magic res is 720. Cost is 18. Block is 13. Redeployment time is 60. Attack interval is 2.4. Attack speed is 100. Crit damage is 150. Healing effect is 0. Rage jet is 0. Auto is 14. Attack is 4. And attack is 9. He's not going to be doing a lot of attacking. It's not really something you need to do. The attack interval is not going to really matter either. Onto the promotions. We have promotion level 1 is his first passive. Promotion level 2 is stats. Promotion level 3 is stats. Promotion level 4 is stats. Promotion level 5 unlocks the talent enhanced. This is going to increase the amount of physical and magic damage vulnerability. And promotion level 6 is just going to be more stats. Skills. The talent. Damage scales off of defense. So he's a defensive damage dealer. If you want to do some damage with him, you can try, but it's not going to do much. Grants physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction to adjacent allies. During the ultimate, gains physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction to adjacent allies instead. So what it's going to be showing is it can be like a lower amount when he's just on the field at 10%, kind of like Broke here. And then when he is in the ultimate, he's going to offer them an extra 25% damage reduction to magic and physical damage. Under the basic attack, he deals 110% damage to one enemy. That's not going to be a lot. When taking fatal damage with Granite Ward, gains invincibility for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 120 seconds in order to get this back again. So he can come back to it. A lot of the heroes, they get it once and then that's it. They don't ever get it back. And in his case, he does get it back after 2 minutes. Now, the threshold for Gear Raid 2 is going to be 7 or 8 seconds. So you're going to need this level 3 here in order to make it work for Gear Raid 2. And that's what we're going to test out today to see if he can replace Baron or take the spot of Baron or Decimus even for that matter. Most likely not Decimus because he just comes back so fast. On the ultimate, he increases his defense by 30% and block by 1. During the effect, each instance of damage taken increases damage dealt by 10% up to 100% damage bonus. Now he's not going to be doing a lot of damage. We know that. Defensive damage dealers and HP based damage dealers, they just don't seem to do a lot, but you know, it is what it is. Now he does increase his block by 1. That can make him a little useful early to mid game in the Hellfire Emperor Codex boss. Increasing your block is going to be really important. It means he's going to be able to get to up to, with a Bastion Ring, 5 total block. Very nice, actually. It's very nice in that kind of sense. Awakenings. Awaken level 1. Increases block by 1 during the invincibility period after triggering Granite Ward. So only during the invincibility period is he going to increase his block by 1. Awaken level 2. defense is plus 100. Let's go down to his base stats. This is very nice. Awaken 2. Awaken 3. When shielded, increases defense by 15%. Obviously, he's defense-based damage dealer. His defense is going to be really important, as it usually is for most of the tanks, actually. Awaken level 4. All damage reductions plus 5%. This is going to go onto the base damage reductions, so this is a nice addition. Awaken level 5. When an enemy blocked by this hero deals direct damage to it, this enemy also takes 200% of this damage. Very weird Awaken level 5. So it's kind of like a reflect kind of damage. So when you do damage to Rhox, you're going to take damage back in return. 200% of that damage, actually, which is actually pretty decent. Now on to the gear. For today's scenario, we're going to leave him completely stripped. He's not going to have anything on him. Just want to showcase him in Gear Raid 2, 19, 20, 21, and see if he can take this place of Baron. He might be somewhat useful because of that reflect damage and the ability to be invincible for a time period with a new Sorian boss, but I'm not really sure yet. That's been quite a challenge that we're trying to solve. All right, so on the artifacts, definitely going to go with a Bastion ring if you're going to put one on him. You don't need to for the Gear Raid 2 guide. All right, so this is the team that we're going to be rolling with. We're going to replace Baron with Rhox. We're going to use the Broke here. We're going to use the Oleg. We're going to have Vortex. He's going to be like taking the meat shield basically for the rock throwers. We have Aatrox with a nice low cost of 6, and his redeployment time is pretty decent as well. Just to be another meat shield for the guys that are running down and they take damage as they hit things. Decimus is in there, kind of the same thing as Rhox. He's going to be providing unyielding for himself. His redeployment time is really quick, and his cost is nice and low. We have Diao Chen in there to help with inspiration, and then we have Hatsuit in there as well. I know this is like a really overpowered hero to be using for Gear Raid 221, especially for a guide. But we're not here to see what to use for the DPS. We're here to check out to see if Rhox can actually fill this role, and I think that he can. So if you don't have Baron, you pull the Rhox, I think you're in good hands here. All right, so let's go ahead and just jump right in. Like I said, Hatsuit is not the showcase here. The DPS unit can be, whoever you want to use that's going to do the job. We're going to go ahead and place down Narvi immediately. We can place down Hatsuit right here. She can start doing a little bit of damage. And as soon as Narvi's ready, we can go ahead and activate her. Get Narvi going, and then as soon as this guy comes down, gets within Hatsuit range, we can go ahead and activate Hatsuit. Pick up Oleg and pick up Hatsuit as well. And we're going to wait a little bit on Narvi here, get some cost back. She keeps kind of generating cost. She's pretty good at this. Very useful hero, especially end game or early game. There's some more cost coming in. Now, it's Decimus's turn to go on the field. And for him, what's going to happen is the third hit is going to make a big flash from the boss. And we want to go ahead and place him down here. Boom, there's a big flash, drop Decimus. Now when this next enemy comes in, he's going to bonk his head on Decimus. Lean back, you're going to see his health bar drop a little bit. And at that point, you want to pick Decimus up immediately. There we go. We're going to use Aatrox as a meat shield. Nice low cost, fast regenerating, redeployment time. Perfect for the job. All right, so placed on Vortex, he's going to be tanking those rocks being thrown. Now we're going to go ahead and place down Oleg, Broke here, and Hatsuit. And we can go ahead and put down Diao Chen if you'd like, if you need the extra attack. Now here we go. We're going to wait for these enemies to get close enough for Hatsuit to have them in range. And as soon as they are, go ahead and activate her. And then we can start picking up our heroes immediately. Perfect. Diao Chen is actually pretty cool in this as well. It's actually really useful. After that screech, you can go ahead and place down Rhox. We can place down Decimus immediately. Same thing as before. We're going to wait for this guy to come in, hit his head on Decimus, lean back a little bit, and then pick him up immediately. There you can see the health drop a little bit. Same thing with Rhox. Pick him up. Place down your meat shields. I like to call them meat shields. Go with Narvi. And now we're going to go with Vortex up in this corner as soon as we can. Go with Oleg here. Broke here. I'm going to slow it down just a bit. Place down Diao Chen and Hatsuit. gonna switch Diao Chen over to Inspiration, and then we're just waiting for Hatsuit's ult to be ready. Hopefully, Vortex over here does not die on us. That'd be ridiculous. All right, we're gonna wait for this last guy to get within range. These top two throwing rocks here. A bunch of punks just sitting back and throwing rocks like that, don't you think? All right, so we'll start picking up our guys. All right, we got everybody. The enemies are all gone. Same thing as before. We just gonna go ahead and place down rocks. And as soon as we get to right before this tile, go ahead and place down Decimus. Look at Decimus, same thing. Head hits, bounce back, pick Decimus up immediately. Rhox is doing a great job. It's okay that he died. All right, meat shields. Now we're going to wait for Decimus to get down, hold the boss back just a bit so that we can get our units out on the field. All right, so he's gonna pound, he's gonna turn red. And at this point, what he's doing is as soon as he's done turning red, you can place units down the field. If you place units down the field when he's red, he's gonna sit there and smash the ground until your units are all dead. All right, so place down Oleg. We're gonna get our healer out. We're gonna place down Hatsuit. We can place down Volca over here, and then we can place down our Diao Chen. She's gonna do a little bit of healing. She's gonna help keep these guys alive temporarily. We're gonna switch over to inspiration mode. As soon as Oleg gets his shields going, he should be fine. Now we can go ahead and activate Hatsuit, and the boss is gonna be done for. As you can see, Rhox did an amazing job here. I guess it doesn't really come with any kind of weird surprise. He's seems to be doing the same kind of invulnerabilities as Decimus or Baron or even Brokir has. He can definitely fill that role, which is really cool. It's really, really neat. Now, where else could you use him? You could use him in guild versus guild, early to mid game, maybe kind of going into the late game a little bit. But as soon as you get a Brokir, you're gonna want to put that Brokir in there instead, or even Baron. Honestly, he's not gonna be top tier in this position, but it's 10 seconds that he stays invulnerable. It's quite a long time. And it comes back after 2 minutes, but in guild versus guild, I guess it is not going to last that long anyways. You could use him in pretty much anywhere you need a defender. If you just want to have a defender on the field, he's going to do a great job. His defense is nice and high. His HP is decent. Let's see, I'll swap Brokir's gear onto him. My Brokir has tremendous gear. HP based focused. Well, let's go ahead over to our boy Rhox and swap Brokir's gear in and see what this is going to look like. I even have his build saved. You can see I even have 78%. It's going to have a ton of defense in the substats up here. These are all main stat HPs, and we're looking at some really powerful stats as well. We have Immortal Warrior on the left side, so HP 25%, defense 10, and then we have the Tempered Will set with damage reductions of 15%, and for every enemy blocked, increases defense by 5. So up to an extra 20% there. So total stats, he's going to be coming in over 100k. So he's going to have more HP than your Barons, but he doesn't have any like extra shielding going on. Baron has the shields and some vulnerabilities, but I think that Baron's vulnerabilities are maxed out at 7 seconds, so it's a timing thing. Where is our boy Baron Pumpkin Face here? It's right here, 8 seconds. So he's going to stay alive for 8 seconds. We have Rhox here staying alive for 10 seconds, and the cooldown lets him do it again. So within Baron, the cooldown only happens 1 time per deployment. So I mean, he is kind of cool in a way. He's not overpowered. He's not something broken. He's a defensive based damage dealer. He can be doing some damage back to the enemies hitting him. He's gonna take their damage that they're doing and give it back to them twofold. So I mean, it's kind of neat. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for Rhox today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, make sure you join the Discord. We have stage guides, tier guides, hero guides, price guides, takeovers, everything you could think of, all right there in the Discord. And approaching 1,000 members as well. So if you need any help with anything, don't be afraid to ask. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.